First of all, Adam, congratulations on the win. A good grinding effort, particularly when you had your star playmaker go down in the first few minutes.
Yeah, no, like I said, we went down in the change room, and it was one of those things that we addressed as a team. And Taj said it perfectly. It's like it's nothing regards to X's and O's or anything along those lines. It's just about playing ball, and Taj led the way. Like the boys followed him, and I was finding it hard to not sub him out, and so we used a couple of timeouts and a couple of breaks in the game. It was really just an inspiring effort. The guys showed some heart, and that's all I could ever ask for.
Taj, you played 36 and a half minutes tonight there. I mean, how much did you kind of relish that extra responsibility you had there after Scott went off?
I don't know if it was so much responsibility. It's just my teammates, the city, the coaches. They deserve a team that compete and a team that's going to give them their all, because they give us our all. You've seen the fans tonight. It was outstanding. So it was more so the team. I mean, I think I played not so well. If you ask me, I got to be a lot better for the team, but my teammates did a great job. I mean, everybody that played, they picked me up. They picked Scott up. Scott is a big piece of what we do, so hopefully he's back sooner than later. But the team and the coaches, they did their thing. They deserve this win. That was all.
Fair enough. And Adam, with Scott there, what is the latest prognosis on his injury? And I think you had a couple of other guys suit up today that weren't able to play.
Yeah, so with Scott, obviously we won't jump ahead of ourselves too soon. So right now it's about getting some scans in. With the physio Tom and Doc, the initial assessment is it's not overly severe, which is good. Knock on wood that it stays that way. But we won't know anything further until we get some scans and then start working on a timeline.
What about the two guys who were on the bench that didn't suit, that weren't able to play today? I think Jarek and also Natai, what's their situation? Are they likely to be available soon?
Yeah, look, I didn't feel like there was an appropriate time to inject him into the game, and that's where we're pretty much at with that. So, we'll keep bringing them back up to that game conditioning. But yeah, it was one of those instances. It was good to have as an option, but it just wasn't an appropriate time to put him in. And that was my call in the end.
What was your kind of message to the guys at half time? Because obviously you scored just the 6 points there in the second quarter, and just wondered what you said to them.
Knuckle up. That was it. Just like knuckle up. Let's. This is our home turf. This is a great venue, and we had an amazing support. And I think this is what I love about the community here is there was a real buzz throughout the week from our Members Day, meeting with the sponsors, meeting with everybody from politicians to season ticket holders who have been part of the franchise since 22 years ago. And what they appreciate is hard work. What they appreciate is guys putting their body on the line, taking charges, boxing out, getting rebounds, grind out stops. So we definitely didn't live up to the standard that we knew we were capable of in that second quarter. There are multiple factors you could probably put it down to, but again, to the guys' credit, we really stepped it up, and that third quarter we held Tassie to one field goal. I can't be more proud of this group.
And the last one for me, I guess probably perhaps one of the more concerning stats was the 21 turnovers, and I guess no coach obviously likes to see that.
Yeah, obviously, and I mean half of those came in that second quarter. So it's a work in progress. The good thing is, like with everything that we're doing, we're trending in the right direction. We're making a real conservative effort of being a rebounding team and being a defensive team and valuing the ball, and we're going steadily in that direction.
I should probably just ask one more time. Just in terms of how you're settling in there, obviously still early days for you, but how much are you enjoying both the North Queensland lifestyle and just integrating into this group?
Oh, I'm loving Australia, especially my teammates. Forde. I mean, this feel like home for me right now. I just want so much for the guys. They welcomed me with open arms and just made me feel like I was from here. They never made me feel like an outsider. Kind of let me be me, starting with coach, GMs. So I just want so much for the city because they show so much love. Just walking through the city, being in the city, teammates, coaches. It's just so much love. So that's why I just feel like we owe them our all when we come out. And like Coach said at halftime, it wasn't so much what we were doing or what was going on. He put us in positions. We just gotta be better for the fans and for us. So I'm loving it right now. I just want to keep building, keep trying to be better, and hopefully we get more W's.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, Taj, just in terms of those no-look passes, I know are you still there? Sorry, am I?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi's a bit skittish here, sorry, I'm in the arena. Those no-look passes, I know you said you wanted to try and lessen those. There were a couple of those were in there right there during the game, hitting Zim in the head. In terms of those, are you still sort of assimilating those to your game? Are you just getting everyone else to get used to it? What was the plan with that?
A little bit of both. You see, I still had too many turnovers, so I gotta do a better job. Watch some film, but my teammates, especially the bigs, Nate, Zim, the shooters, Jarrett, Quat, we're starting to build that chemistry. We had a long preseason, but we didn't get to play against a lot of other teams. So now we're playing against other teams, and we're building that rhythm. You see, we still have some turnovers where it's not even forced turnovers. It's just us not on the same page. So I feel like the more we play, the more we continue to play together, continue to practice. We get Scott back. I feel like we're going to all adjust to each other. So most of the time, I think they're getting the hang of it. They know I'm looking for them. I'm always looking for my guys.
We had some no-look catches too.
I think the whole stadium yelled out "bull" when you threw it.
That's why I love the fans.
Six man.
Sure, and just for you, Forde, mate, Jawai took an extended amount of time off the court with injuries, and he also drew a couple of interesting fouls. Can you just sort of talk to how he played tonight and that?
Yeah, no, again, this is, Nate's, I got to be careful how I say this, right? So Nate's still the dominant force he's always been, and he's a little bit now under a microscope. And so it's us having to adjust where we can test the boundaries on the screen. So I've always done it. I've done it my entire career where I quite happily promote that, when you're able to set some rub screens and sort of test the boundaries of what's legal and illegal, it's like speeding. You get away with more than what you get caught. With Nate, he's under a microscope. And so this is us having to adjust because, you can be 6'5", role player off the bench for an opposition team, and you're not under that same microscope because you're not 6'10" and 140 kilos and demand the presence that Nate has. So that's an adjustment for us. Great thing about Nate is he's aware of it, he's all aboard with it, and there'll be a transition period where we can keep him in the game and keep the refs happy and continue to be that dominant force. But, we're talking about, 15 or 17 years being a professional athlete, doing it a certain way. Now we've got to shift the direction a little bit. But again, I got to highlight that, Nate's been very coachable and he's received it well. And, he's an emotional guy. I think we all are. So, we'll get there. And when we do, watch out.
Does having Zim there help him at all with that?
Yes. That was one of the things that we highlighted, again, especially when we were looking for that final piece of the roster. Bringing Zim in, who is, again, there was a guy that I asked to step up in the second half and, he finishes out, I think he had 9 boards in the third quarter alone. So, his rim protection, the way he's able to wall up, the way he's able to set screens, the way he's able to, shepherd his man to allow lanes for our guards to lay it up. I'm still trying to work out how I can play them together because I really want to. I tried that a little bit in that second. In that stretch of the first quarter. Until I can unlock that piece, I think that's going to be fun to watch. But again, I got to give credit to the guys. I've gone through pre-season and the start of this season, and at some point I've called everybody in to ask for more, and they've delivered. They've been extremely coachable, because I can be real hard to work with sometimes.
Don't look at me.
But no, credit to these guys is they're starting to show their identity, and that's all I can ask for.
Yeah, one of those players was caught. How did you like his play tonight and his improvement, I guess, from last week to this week in the blitz as well?
Yeah, again, another guy asked to step up, and everyone's got big ambitions, and he's one of them. So this is the role that he's wanted to shoulder that responsibility. JK was another one that, 26 minutes. And again, we actually asked for him to shoot some threes at one point. Just shoot the three. I don't care. Shoot them. And he splashes some big ones at the right time for us. So, again, I can go through this entire list and praise every single person on this roster, because I'm just so proud of them.
Yeah, I'm sweet, guys. Cheers. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
So much. Appreciate you.
So our trench coat on the win at the first one one thing you didn't get on was well with the plus 16, some of the defensive stuff they did with yard so obviously you can see those things, but how's that going to be someone the ball?
He probably cops so much, he cops so much crap from me, and he just keeps wanting to be better and get better from it. And again, this is just a testament to his character. When Scott went down, there was no hesitation really to put him in there, because we saw him do it in Perth. And when we talk about the blitz, there's been, every single game, there's been one thing I've really pinpointed with him. I said, hey, do this and do this and do this. And he goes and does it. And when we talk about that level of intensity, when Taj was out there, the level of intensity was there. And then when we started bullying, he took it to another level, and he was picking up the ball carrier in the full court. And, I know he, and again, another dude that shot the three, and I want him to shoot more. But if he didn't, if he missed every single shot and turned the ball over a couple of times or whatever it might be, his defense has kept him out there. And I think I've been pretty clear with that message with all the guys is I don't care what percentage we shoot. What gets you minutes is your defensive effort. And, Bull just embodied that. And again, another dude I can't be more proud of. Now they set the standard, right? We expect this every week now. So, and I think we can do that.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, guys.